As the Grizzlies make their way out onto the football field, we are 8 minutes away from kickoff here in Altamont, Kansas, and what is the season finale of the regular season moving forward into postseason. As tonight, the Grizzlies are shorthanded. They're going to look to make adjustments. Tonight, they're going to lose not one receiver, but two receivers. Two of their three usual starting receivers are out of the ball game tonight, and then another big component, the running back who was expected to make an appearance back in the backfield, Trent Brock, not going to be in the backfield tonight as all three of those players are out. And so now you look who's up next in line. Labette County is going to look to Cooper Peak here tonight as he's making the switch back out of the quarterback role. Played some receiver last week, had some key plays, but now he's got to step up. I know you've had the honor of coaching Cooper for 3 seasons, going on 4 now. But what type of motivation? You've been around the kid. What kind of motivation you look to be in his hands here tonight?
Uh, I think he can see the need that he can fill at the wide receiver position. So I think he would be excited with the opportunity that he's got tonight, knowing that they're going to need some plays being made from the wide receiver position. And I know he's been in and out and quarterback and receiver and kind of dabbled with that last year as well. So, I don't look for him to shy away from it. I expect him to make some plays and help him out on offense, which we know is important. Whether it's just getting a first down to move the chains or a bigger play than that. But I expect him to rise to the occasion tonight.
As Labette County gets ready to go, we see Griffin Eaton warming back up on the sideline. Griffin making another start at quarterback, has finally slid into that permanent quarterback position for the Grizzlies as a sophomore. Tonight, there's just a lot of holes to fill for this Grizzly offense. It's an offense that's struggled to air the ball out down the field. They're going to have to get that back going if they want to spray out the Chanute defense to give Andon Searles and even one of Jack and I's favorite fantasy players in high school football, our punter, Harrison Hall. We always talk about him being in our lineup to punt the ball away tonight.
Yep.
But he's going to have to slide into a running back position. So that depth is finally starting to shrink a little bit, as we see here on the sideline. Labette County not with near the numbers that they usually have on the sideline. Just players continuing to fall out due to COVID hitting in the area. And so Labette County is going to see what kind of depth they're made up with tonight as they take on what is still a good Comet football team.
Yeah, and you're gonna see, or I expect to see, I guess I should say, Chanute are well aware of Labette County's situation tonight, and I think they'll make it hard for them to run the football. I think that's one of those things that I think they'll try to make those guys make some plays on the outside. And so when we were talking about Cooper and you were talking about Griffin at the quarterback position, I think it's going to be important to hit a couple of those passes to, like you said, spread those guys out and give us a chance, our offensive line a chance to spring some holes for these running backs, because that's still been probably the majority of what their offense has been as running the football. So
as they get ready for the national anthem here, we'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have Brian's keys tonight for a Grizzly victory and get ready for the football game in Altamont, Kansas. Labette County football is now 1 minute and 45 seconds away from kickoff here in Altamont, Kansas. I'm Will Owens. Alongside me is Brian Tucker. Labette County awaiting the Chanute Blue Comets to come out onto the football field as Labette County is dressed in their red jerseys, red pants, and red helmets with gold numerals. Chanute supporting the white pants, white tops, powder blue numerals with white helmets and a big old C on the side of it. Before we get ready for kickoff, Brian, I've told you I want to hear the 3 keys tonight. What 3 keys you got for these Grizzlies here tonight in Altamont?
Yeah, you did give me a heads up, and so I did some thinking today, and my first key is going to be turnovers. I know it's not super wet out there, but it's windy and chilly. I think one of the keys is you got to win the turnover battle. You can't spot those guys extra possessions and expect to come out and win. And the other 2, I decided to go one side of the ball for each of them. And my key for the defense is don't give up the big play. I've seen enough of Chanute to know they've scored late on kickoff returns, and they've had some long touchdown passes. So eliminate those. Don't let them have some quick points by a lapse in your defense for a big play. And for the offense is, stay with your assignment. It's kind of a boring one, but do your job. They don't have to go score in 3 plays, but they've got to find a way to move the ball and keep the chains moving. And so if they do their job, they can do that. They can move the ball down the field.
As Labette County out at center field for the coin toss, it is going to be number 61, Chandler Moore, and number 50, Joel Mathis, 2 seniors, out meeting up with the Blue Comets as Garrett Allman, a senior at 6'2", wide receiver, along with number 30, Riker Donovan, another senior running back standing at 6 foot. The coin is in the air. We'll wait for the official signal as it looks like Chanute has won the toss. We will wait to see what Chanute elects to do here as the wind is howling out of the north at a very strong, they say 10 mile an hour, Brian, but it looks a little stronger than 10 out there right now.
Yeah, I was out in it today, and it's let up a little bit, but it is definitely more than 10 mile an hour, and it's not gusting, it's steady breeze. I would say at least 15 mile an hour.
As it's going to be a very chilly night. It's just going to continue to cool off as it goes. We will go ahead and mention we're going to see a new player in the lineup tonight as Labette County had a player move into the school district as he will see action tonight. It's going to be number 3, Messiah Nolte. He will play tight end, fullback position. As the officials do signal right now, Chanute has elected to defer till the second half. Labette County will receive. Labette County will defend the south end zone, so work against the breeze here to start this one. As we get ready for kickoff here in Altamont, Kansas, let's pause for station identification on KLKC 106.7 FM. Labette County will receive to start the football game here in Altamont, Kansas, as they will trot out onto the field. Back deep for Labette County, it's going to be number 16, Trey Vinson, and number 11, Andon Searles. Teeing it up for Chanute tonight's going to be number 10, Tyson Lucas, a senior kicker, punter. It's the only thing he specializes in as a senior. That's the only thing he has by his position. So I'm going to assume, Brian, he works quite a bit in practice on these 2 things.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of leg he has. He is kicking with the wind, so I do expect him to be able to get it down the field. So it'll be interesting to see that play out throughout the game of what direction, if you're going into the wind or with the wind.
As Labette County is receiving the ball, they're back on the 7-yard line. Ball is booted deep. It's going to go all the way through the back of the end zone. The wind is a factor here tonight, as this will be the first touchback we've seen of the season, and it was well through the end zone, not even a chance for a return man to bring it out.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot in high school football around here. I'm going to say that kid has a strong leg, but it was aided a little bit by this wind tonight.
I don't know how much by the wind, but the wind did help a little.
That's right.
As we'll get our first look at the Labette County offense, new and improved after the loss of some players, as we're going to see Griffin Eaton trot out on the field. And the starting running back tonight looks to be number 14, Harrison Hall, as they've slid Andon Searles into the fullback position. He will be joined to the sides, or he's to the left of Eaton. One man split out to the right, so a single receiver set for the Grizzlies to start this football game. There's the snap and a handoff to Hall off the right side. He breaks a tackle, lowers his shoulder, running hard up the middle. Great carry for Hall on the first play of the game. Picks up 9, so first carry of Hall's his football season. I mean, he's carried the ball, but it's the first time he started a football game at the running back position. One play, 9 yards. Can't ask for anything much better than that.
No, that's good for your confidence early on if you can see some green when you get through the line.
As Labette County goes back to the shotgun set, Hall's going to line up to the right of Griffin Eaton. Messiah Nolte's in the flex position. They're going to hand it off to Hall once again. He picks up some blockers. He's very patient at the line, Brian, as he picks up another first down for Labette County. Gain of 5 on the carry for Hall. So first down for Labette County. 2 runs from Hall and about 14 yards.
Yeah, the patience was key there. That didn't look like there was much of a hole, and he waited for his blockers, and they created the corner for him.
Cooper Peak checking in at the wide receiver position. Hall remains in the game at running back to the left of Griffin Eaton. There's a snap and another handoff to Hall. It's going to the right side. He's going to try and fight through the line. He's wrapped up around the ankle. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, plus maybe a yard. We'll see. The down marker does move forward a yard, so gain of 1 on the first down for Labette County. They're facing 2nd and 9 here. As it looks like Labette County is looking over for another play. They do move the down marker back, so they're going to say no gain on it, as it's going to be 2nd down and 10. And here's going to see the first time where we might see a pass play from Labette County as I say that, and it's another handoff to Hall. He uses his blockers well and looks to get up. We'll see where the official marks it. He had a forward spot and then started to get drove back.
3.
As it is going to be about a gain of 3 or 4 for Hall. So 3rd down and manageable now for Labette County. It's not that big glaring 3rd and 10. Looks to be about a 3rd and 7.
It'd be interesting to see what we decide to do on offense. 7 yards sometimes is a little hard to pick up on the ground.
As Hall checks out, it's going to be Searles in the backfield alongside Griffin Eaton. 3 wide receivers set for Labette County. Isaiah Royer filling in for Noah Yeoman. Man in motion is Trey Vincent. They're going to fake the handoff, and Griffin Eaton's going to keep it. And Chanute sitting right there on it. Looks like they get back to the original line of scrimmage. So it will be 4th down and 7. And here comes the special teams unit for Labette County.
Yeah, Chanute was definitely not fooled by that. Even though they brought extra wideouts in, they were still expecting it to stay on the ground.
As Hall will be set to punt it away for Labette County. Back deep for Chanute. It's going to be number 21, Ty Leedy. As there's the snap, and we'll see what Hall can do against the wind. It's a low spiraling punt. Not bad into the wind. It takes a bounce for Labette County and rolls down to the 30-yard line where Chanute will set up shop on their first possession here. As we're at 9:14, 3 minutes in to this first quarter. Labette County stalls out on their first drive of the ball game. Chanute's first drive coming up. Let's take time for station identification here on KLKC. Chanute making their way out onto the football field here for their first possession. We're going to see number 5 at the quarterback. Or no, he's going to be at the running back position. Number 5 is going to be Garrett Almond.
No, I think he is taking the snap.
Is he going to take the snaps?
I think he is taking the snap, yes.
So he is at quarterback. It's going to be a quarterback draw, and he's just going to run it right up the middle and break through the original line of scrimmage into the 3rd level and pick up 14 on the carry before being taken down by John Kohler. And, Brian, I guess we're going to see a lot of Wildcat tonight.
I think you've figured that out, and hopefully we have on defense that we can identify that. They're going to be kind of doing the same thing that we are, trying to keep the ball on the ground and control time possession. I think that might be a big deal tonight.
As Labette County's missing some of their key players in the middle, especially Andrew Jameson, a big hole in the middle of this defense for Labette County. Allman sends a man in motion. He takes it. It's going to be a direct snap to him up the middle, and he's going to pick up another chunk of yards with more to come, and he gets all the way into the Grizzlies' 30-yard line. Another great run for Garrett Almond. There's just no hesitation. He just puts his head down. He's going.
No, and they've got receivers out, and they've spread out and opened the middle of the field up. So when he's breaking through the line of scrimmage, he's looking at safeties, and so there's a lot of green for him run to.
As another key position, Labette County without Trent Brock, a big safety in the center of the field for Labette County. As now Labette County making adjustments, 4 wideouts for the Chanute team. A handoff up the middle this time. Labette County sniffs it out as it's number 30 on the carry. Riker Donovan, he's wrapped up and taken down by big 58. Mitchell House right there over the ball. And didn't have quite the momentum. Riker didn't have quite the momentum getting downhill there as what we've seen Allman have on the first 2 carries.
Well, and it was interesting. They put Allman out as a wide receiver for that possession.
As now he goes back to the shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers and a halfback to the left of Allman, and it's snapping. It's a keeper as he's bouncing to the outside. He finds a seam as he keeps his legs turning, and we're going to see where the official spotted. It looks like it's going to be around the 10-yard line. First down for the Blue Comets as they're moving the ball down the field with ease right now against this Grizzly defense, as it looks like it's going to be spotted down about the 12-yard line here. Maybe the 11. It looks like they can still afford to get a first down. They're going to say the 11, so a first down still here for Chanute is possible as the clock is winding at the 7:14 mark remaining in the first quarter, as Chanute really hasn't seen any resistance from this Grizzly defense yet.
No, and it's especially when Allman's got the football. That's where they're making their yardage.
As the Blue Comets have Allman back in the shotgun set, and they're going to call a timeout here at the 6:55 mark. Play clock was about to expire. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds here on KLKC.
Couldn't work as long as I wanted to, you know. I'm getting older and my knee would start hurting and I'd have to quit. It wouldn't hurt much if you didn't do anything, but I don't want to not do anything. So I went to see Dr. Mosier and determined we needed to do a knee replacement. They work like a well-oiled machine. All you have to do is be there and do what they say and everything goes great. Simple as falling off a rock. It was just 10 weeks ago that I had my surgery, and this morning I rode 3 miles on my bicycle and it felt real good.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
Chanute threatening here on their first drive of this football game as the ball's at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 as they're inside the red zone. There's a snap to Allman. He's just going to lower the shoulder and turn the legs and carry the Grizzlies with him. Labette County strips it out, though, as this time it's number 67 stripping it, Robert Tobel, and it is a turnover. Labette County forces the fumble off Allman as they stacked him up and ripped it out. Turnover for the Grizzly defense, and that is something Labette County has been good at all season long.
That's a big-time play early in the game. Chanute has all the momentum. Big turnover there. Even though we are backed up, that keeps them out of the end zone.
As Labette County will stop a touchdown from happening here in the first drive for Chanute, and Labette County will set up shop 1st and 10 from inside their own 10-yard line. Looks about like the 7 will be the set as Andon Searles is in the backfield alongside Griffin Eaton here on 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Vincent. There's a snap and a handoff to Vincent. He's going to cut it up the field and have a seam. As he breaks it out, he's going to try to break another one, and he gets it all the way out to the Grizzly 32-yard line, as that is a beautiful carry there for Trey Vincent on the jet sweep. Cuts it up just in time, didn't try to bounce it all the way to the outside.
No, he made a good read, and again, the middle of the field was open. He had Green to run to, and they had the good angle to cut him down.
1st down and 10. Labette County out to their own 31-yard line. 1st down and 10. Here's a snap and a fake the handoff to Harrison Hall, and Griff Eaton's going to try and keep it and get to the outside. Nowhere to go, and the Blue Comets just corral him as it looks like a loss of 1 on the carry for Eaton. 2nd down and 11. And Brian, I know you haven't seen him much this season, but through what Jack and I have seen, Labette County's not effective with the quarterback run unless it's inside the red zone. When it's inside the red zone, that's something that Labette County staples on. I mean, that's when they scored.
Well, you're shrinking the field down, and sometimes those gaps are easier to find when you get deep in the towards the goal line.
As there is another handoff. This time it's on another jet sweep action to Trey Vincent. This time coming to the near sideline. Picks up the 6 yards as now it's a 3rd and 5 following the loss of 1 on the previous play. Labette County in a very manageable 3rd down here nearing midfield as the ball is placed at the 36. 5:15 on the clock, and we'll see if Labette County can convert on this 3rd down. As here's the snap to Griffin Eaton. He's going to fake the pitch out to Harrison Hall. He's going to keep it. Try to bounce to the outside once again. He's just corralled once again. Tries to stretch it out too far instead of cut it up the field.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a good hole to hit, but you got to get up the field. You got to find that gap and try to make something happen there. Running wide usually doesn't get you long yardage.
As it's 4th and 4, and the punting unit makes its way back out on the field. Harrison Hall on for his 2nd punt. As here is the snap, and Hall will get it away. Another low line drive punt. A beautiful punt. Backs up the receiver as he takes it at the Comet 32-yard line. While they make the switch, let's pause for 30 seconds here on KLKC.
If you want to help others, then join Labette Community College Dental Assistant Program to place yourself in a field with rewarding income potential, job growth, mobility, and a career that's ever-changing. Start today for an engaging career, which may serve as a starting point to become a hygienist or dentist. Earn a certificate in as little as 9 months or an associate's degree in dental assisting in as little as 2 years. Earn your dental assistant degree for as little as $119 per credit hour. Call today to find out more about this exciting program being offered at the LCC Cherokee Center near Pittsburgh.
Chanute on the first play on 1st down moves it backwards as Labette County sniffs out the handoff, and it's Robert Tobel along with Kason Vanetta tracking down the running back. A loss of 5 on the carry for Chanute as they're facing 2nd and 15. First time they'll play behind the sticks in this ball game as there's 3:52 on the clock and winding here in the first quarter. A very fast-paced first quarter here tonight.
Yep. Yeah, that first play looked a little bit funny, almost like there was a false start. But
as new quarterback in the game, this one is number 12, Caden Seamster, as he tried to get it to his intended receiver, Dagan Dean. It is incomplete. 3rd and 15 here for the Blue Comets, as that's a very, very good thing for this Grizzly defense in trying to flip field position, even though the Blue Comets have the wind behind them if they go to punt it away.
Yeah, and that was a nice play by Andon. The receiver looked to be open. I think Andon got a hand on that, got a little deflection there.
As we're 3rd and 15, it's going to be Seamster in the shotgun. Allman slides out into a wide receiver position, 4 wide receivers, and it's going to be a keeper for Seamster, and he's going to cut it to the left side, and Labette County is finally going to wrap him up. It's going to be short of the 1st down. A great carry there for Seamster on the quarterback draw. Hunter Shaplowski with the tackle. It's going to be 4th and about 3, maybe a long 2 here for the Blue Comets. They're going to say 3 yards, ball out to the 39.
Looks like they are bringing the punting unit out there. I was curious to see if they would go for it.
As Tyson Lucas comes out into the field to punt it away for the Blue Comets. We've seen him kick it through the back of the end zone. Now we'll see what he's made of. Labette County electing not to send anybody back deep, as they know it's a very short 4th down. A high snap, and that forces them to punt it away, and a very, very good punt from the Chanute Blue Comets punter, and he's going to down the Grizzlies back at the 18-yard line. Labette County will set up shop 1st and 10. And that looked like a college level punt. I mean, he's got the beautiful spin on it. It's got that rotation that you see on a college level. Not a normal high school punter there.
No, and like I said, the wind did help him out, but it was a nice spiral. Yeah, you can tell he works on his craft.
As Labette County will trot out onto the field for their 3rd possession on offense. 2:43 remains here in this first quarter. We're knotted up at 0. Labette County's shown some life on the offensive side, just not able to sustain a full drive to get into the red zone. As Andon Searles is back in at running back, he's going to take the handoff from Eaton, have a seam lineman out to the second level, even the third level, and it looks to be a gain of about 6 on the first carry here for Andon Searles. As Labette County looks at 2nd and 4, maybe 5, we're going to see where the officials elect to say his knee went down. As they're going to say
like
about 5
Yep.
yards.
Yep.
Shotgun set once again for the Grizzlies. It's Eaton with Searles to his right. Another handoff to Searles as he tries to cut it up, makes 2 men miss. He's into the third level now and out to the 36-yard line. First down and 10 for Labette County, as the running game's had some life here on these first few possessions, just haven't been able to keep it going yet.
Yeah, that was a very, very good run by Andon. There wasn't a whole lot there. He made a nice little cut to get back to the middle of the field and went straight downfield.
First down and 10, 1:56 to go here in the first quarter. Handoff to Searles once again. He's headed to the right side, cuts it up, and gets it out to the Grizzly 44-yard lines, where they're going to say for the Grizzlies, 2nd down and about 2 now for Labette County, as it's been big yards after big yards, kind of like what we saw on Chanute's first drive of the ball game.
Yeah, they're the offensive line. You got to give them some credit. They're giving them some holes to run through.
As there's another handoff to Searles, and it looks like he's going to pick up the first down as he's out across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Okay.
It's going to be it is. They are going to wind it. It was really close.
Yeah, they had 3rd down on the sticks over there, and then the line judge moved them forward.
So first down and 10 for Labette County. As Labette County looks over to see the play call right now, they've got Searles remaining in the backfield alongside Griffin Eaton. 3 wide receivers split out for the Grizzlies. Vincent and Royer on the near side. It's going to be Vincent in motion as they're going to fake the handoff. It's going to be a quarterback draw for Griffin Eaton. Makes a couple men miss and out across the 50 inside common territory to the 49. As this can be 2nd down and 5 yards after 5 yards after 5 yards, and that's usually a good recipe for success for an offense.
Yes, it is. It keeps you not playing in 2nd and 3rd down and longs. And there we saw Griff get up the field. He didn't try to run wide. He found that crease and got what he could out of it.
As it's going to be Griffin Eaton and shotgun. There's a snap. He's going to keep it once again coming up the middle. And there's a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is as Eaton's wrapped up, taken down about the 46, 47-yard line. As we'll wait to see what they elect to call here.
You worry about a holding call. Yep.
As it is a holding against Labette County, so they'll back them up 10 yards here. So Labette County will be behind the sticks here on the 2nd down. Looks to be about a 2nd and 14 roughly here following the holding call against Labette County.
Yeah, this is going to be a big play here on 2nd down. Now that we're in 2nd and 15, neither team has wanted to throw the football yet. So this is a big down. We need to pick up some good yardage here.
2nd and 14. It's Eaton in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Hall. Hall's going to keep it, bounce it to the outside, and nearly breaks a tackle before he's wrapped up and taken down. Gain of about 2 on the carry. 3rd and 12 for Labette County as the clock's going to expire here in the first half. It is the Chanute Blue Comets 0, Labette County 0. Let's take 60 seconds here on KLKC.
When Derek was in 6th grade, he hurt his knee, and it bothered him, but not until really last year after he played in a tournament, and we decided to make him an appointment. He had a torn meniscus.
I was the most impressed how fast Dr. Meister was able to schedule me in and be able to repair my knee as fast as he did. As soon as I got to therapy, I knew it was going to be a quick recovery. After a 30-minute surgery in 5 months, I'm back to 100% playing sports again.
Just like most of you, this year's been quite different at Wood Doolahary Insurance.
We learned to Zoom.
Daniel, what are you wearing?
Khakis.
And we social distance.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options for home, auto, business, and farms. Wood Doolahary Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
Labette County comes out to start the second half with a little bit of trickery, trying to go with the double reverse. Nothing there. The Blue Comets sniff it out, and it's going to be 4th down and 12 as Hall in the punting unit trots on. As Labette County in the first half racks up 79 rushing yards on 15 attempts. So the rushing game's there, Brian. They just got to sustain one drive and put some points on the board.
Well, big holding penalty there.
As there is a punt from Hall, and it's a good one. As it's back inside the 15. Labette County can't corral him. Case of Vanetta wraps up the return man as it's going to be down at the 22-yard lines where Chanute will set up shop. And, Brian, you brought up the holding call, and penalties can be a damper for any team, and penalties can't be a factor here if Labette County wants to win tonight.
Not with the lack of throwing the football tonight. You know, that set you back. And that dampened a really strong drive that Labette County was putting together, by far their best and most consistent attempts at running the football.
As the Blue Comets come out for their next possession on offense, it's going to be Allman back in at quarterback, as we'll probably see some quarterback draws here if I was to guess, as that's what he's been known for so far in this football game. As there's a snap and it's off to his left, he's in trouble. He's still going to get positive yards out of it, as Labette County was not able to get to him before he got out of the backfield, as he is tackled on the play by number 31 for the Grizzlies. Cody Hamilton laid a hit on Allman. He's a little slow to get up. I don't know if something's wrong with his face mask or his shoulder.
He looks a little shook up, but I will give Allman credit. He was running kind of towards us that time, and, man, he runs hard. He does not look for a hole. He is just running.
As it looks like they might be digging grass out of his face mask a little bit right there, as he picks up 9 on what should have been a tackle behind the line. Either way, it's going to be a second and manageable, 2nd and 1 yard to go for a first down for these Blue Comets. As there's a lot on the line tonight for Labette County, as we're going to be watching for scores between Coffeyville and Fort Scott. If Coffeyville comes off with a win, Labette County can win here tonight, and SEK title is still in the grasp. As here's a handoff to the right side to number 30, Riker Donovan, as he picks up the first down, picks up 3 on the carry. So first down 10 for the Blue Comets out to their own 35-yard line.
Allman is either shook up or he's still having some equipment trouble with his helmet. He is messing with it again as he's leaned over trying to get back into the huddle here.
As new quarterback into the football game, is this going to be Caden Seamster stepping back in, or he's actually going out to
flank him out this time.
He's going to be slid out to the wide receiver position, and Allman's going to get the rep here this time as well, as it's probably going to be another quarterback draws. That's what he's done. We haven't seen him throw yet. Another missed snap, and Labette County jumps right on it, as this time it is number 67 again, Robert Tobel, as that is twice. Tobel is come away.
That is 22.
22 came with it?
22 came up with the football.
So Robert Tobel was there originally. 22 comes up with it. Braden Berriger corrals the football, as that is going to be another forced turnover by the Grizzly defense. As now the defense is just sitting here, come on, offense, put some points on the board. Help us out now.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get back to the drive that we had going before. This sets us up kind of where we left off. So hopefully this can kind of be a continuation of that last drive, and maybe we can find some points out of this.
As in the first quarter in Fort Scott, it is the Fort Scott Tigers 8 and the Phil Kinley Golden Tornado 0. As that game's just underway, 9:56 to go in the first quarter. We'll keep you updated with that one, as a lot of things can happen here tonight to put Labette County's future next week on a different page. As this time it's a handoff up the middle to Harrison Hall. He's going to pick up a tough 4 to 5 yards on that carry.
Yeah, he was running hard, but still patient. He was still kind of looking for those holes.
As it's going to be 2nd down and 5 for Labette County. Eaton back in the shotgun. Miscommunication here, as they're going to go right over the middle to the tight end.
Oh, wow.
What
a
a play. We talked about him earlier. Number 3, Messiah Nolte. A one-handed grab for the new addition to the Grizzlies, as Nolte somehow spears that one, a back shoulder throw. He grabs it with one hand, wraps it back around the body, and it's a touchdown for the Grizzlies.
With a defender hand right in the way. That was exceptional.
As we're not used to seeing that. We didn't know what we'd get out of Nolte. We knew Coach Price was high on him and was going to slide him in the lineup immediately, and he showed his hands right there on that play. as Labette County will line up to go for a 2-point conversion here. 6-0 the score, 9:34 to go here in the half. They're going to split out. Number 14, I can't think of who 14 is right now. There's a handoff up the middle to Searles. It doesn't look like Searles is going to get in, however, as it's going to be after the grab from Nolte on the connection from Eaton. It is 6-0 Labette County. Let's take a 60-second timeout here on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
A career in healthcare can be very rewarding. Labette Community College students are now more prepared than ever before. LCC physical therapist assistant students learn in a quality training facility.
I'd like to get maximum patient care, so I think I'm going to shoot for in-home health care, so I can have real good one-on-one interaction with the patients. The tuition cost was great per credit hour here.
In as little as 2 years, LCC graduates go on to work in hospitals and clinics, making up to $25 per hour. Call 1-888-LABETTE today.
As Labette County kicks it away, Harrison Hall kicks it back to the 20-yard line. Schnoodle set up shop on this possession at the 34. Following the last turnover, Labette County connects for a 26-yard touchdown as it's from Eaton to Messiah Nolte, the new fill-in for Andrew Jamison. He looked pretty smooth there at the tight end position, Brian.
Yeah, that was a very, very good high school catch, and especially in these conditions as well. But it was ironically the first pass of the game, too, goes for a touchdown. Who would have thought that?
Sounds like something K-State does. If that's the first team that comes to mind in that scenario.
Ball on the ground again.
As Labette County is in pursuit, a mishandle by the running back number 20, Raleigh Chard, as he loses it, and it's a big loss on the plays. It's 12-yard loss on the handoff as Labette County was in pursuit, and it's going to be a long second down and 22 for these Blue Comets.
Yeah, it looked like just a kind of a miscommunication maybe between the quarterback Allman and the running back there.
As this time we're going to see a quarterback switch. Seamster seems to be the passing quarterback for these Blue Comets. Cam Coaster, the usual starting quarterback, he is out. As we talked about the Blue Comets being down to their fourth-string quarterback, as here's a quick slant out to number 5, Garrett Allman. As if he's not running the football, he's going to get a pass.
Yeah, you can tell they want to run their offense through him. He is what they're built around right now with their injuries.
As a great tackle made by number 33, Cade Kernut, and it's going to be a long third down here for these Blue Comets, 3rd and 19 to be specific, as we're about halfway through this first half, or second quarter. 8 minutes remain in the first half, as Labette County is leading 6-0, trying to get the defense off the field once again.
Yeah, big play here on 3rd and long.
Seamster drops back. He's looking right. They're looking for the deep ball, as it's going to be number 5,
Garrett Allman.
Garrett Allman once again, as he was trying to tiptoe the sideline, didn't have full possession of it and stepped out of bounds, not able to keep the feet in bounds as Trey Vinson was in on the coverage, as it's going to be 4th and 19 for the Blue Comets. And we're going to see the punting unit once again, Tyson Lucas trotting on, and Labette County will send back deep Hunter Shaplowski and Andon Searles.
And once again, Chanute goes to Allman and tries to make a big play.
As here is the punt, a low line drive punt, not near as much on it as it hits a Blue Comet. It dies inside the Comet territory at the 44-yard line. Grizzlies with excellent field position here, trying to go up 12 in this first half.
Yeah, hopefully we can play with a little momentum here and keep Chanute on their toes here.
While we have a moment and teams get out on the field, let's remind you guys of our Grizzlies sponsors for tonight: Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Health, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, and Nodine Legal. Man in motion is Vince, and there's a snap and a handoff to Vince. He's going to cut it up really quick. He's got some space, tries to make a man miss as he's down to the 34-yard line. Another great carry is now Vincent's last couple weeks. He's tried to stretch those to the outside, Brian. Now he's finding that seam, and he's cutting it up and being more effective.
Yeah, there's daylight there, and he knows where to find it now. That's probably the fourth carry he's had, and he's cut up field every time.
As it's second and inches here for the Grizzlies, as it's going to be Eaton back in shotgun. He's got Searles to his right. They're going to send Vincent in motion once again. They're going to give it to him. This time he's going to try and bounce to the outside. Schnute doesn't let him get to the outside as Kedrick Imling makes a great tackle, and Labette County's back to a third and about 4.
Yeah, and Schnute was ready for that time. There was no cutback lane. There was nowhere to go really for Trey coming around the end there.
As make a switch here, Noah Grady comes out. Harrison Hall checks back in as it's going to be him in the backfield to the right of Griffin Eaton. As Eaton barks out the play call, there's a snap, and it's a fake, a handoff to Hall. They're rolling out to the right, looking to pass, and a bullet pass to Searles. It looks like it's going to be very close to a first down. Searles knew exactly where he had to get to for a first down.
It's just going to be a matter of where they mark it, and it looks like they might be trying to mark it just probably where they had it on second down.
As it's going to be fourth and literally inches as the ball is placed. The nose of the football is on the 35-yard line. They need the 36.
The 34.
For 34 for a first down. And it's going to we'll see what the Grizzlies have in store here as Masai checks back in at the tight end position. They'll send Vincent in motion as it is a bluff, and now it's going to be a timeout for Labette County as they didn't like what they saw. Let's take a 30-second timeout here on KLKC.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you try to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke. It's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time. That spells fast.
Better call 911.
At stroke's first sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
5:56 remaining here in this first half. While we have a moment, I'm going to go and give a shout-out to the LCHS Grizzly volleyball team winning their first SEK championship since 2004. So a long drought finally finished off there as Coach Wilson and her squad wrap up a league title at Independence here Thursday night. As here's a snap and a handoff to Griffin Eaton. He's going to pick up the first down as he's down to the 33-yard line, so picks up just enough to get by that first down marker. So congratulations to Coach Wilson and their squad. They're into sub-state tomorrow here at Labette County. And so we wish them the best of luck. Hopefully they can be state-bound following tomorrow's action. Labette County, on the other hand, on the football side, looking to wrap some things up before getting into playoffs next week. An SEK title still available for the Grizzlies, depending the outcome of Coffeyville and the Tigers up in Fort Scott. As there's another official's blowing his whistle here on the sideline. And another timeout for the Grizzlies. They pick up first down 10. So here at the 5:34 mark, another timeout for Labette County. Let's take it with them. 30 seconds on KLKC.
Couldn't work as long as I wanted to, you know. I'm getting older and my knee would start hurting and I'd have to quit. It wouldn't hurt much if he didn't do anything, but I don't want to not do anything. So I went to see Dr. Mosier and determined we needed to do a knee replacement. They work like a well-oiled machine. All you have to do is be there and do what they say and everything goes great. Simple as falling off a rock. It was just 10 weeks ago that I had my surgery, and this morning I rode 3 miles on my bicycle and it felt real good.
First down and 10 for Labette County, as here's a snap and a handoff to Searles. He lowers his shoulder and picks up about 2 on the carry here on first down, as it looks like maybe he just got back to the line of scrimmage because of how far he was back.
Yeah, I think he ran a little bit wide, which was a little bit deceiving of the yardage that he appeared to be making.
As it's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage, so second down and 10 for Labette County here, as we're going to see Harrison Hall come back out onto the football field, as he's going to line up at the halfback position, one step to the right of Griffin Eaton. As we'll see what the Grizzlies have in store. Here's a snap and a handoff to Hall, the patient running back of the 2, as it looks like he might just get back to the line of scrimmage as well, maybe a gain of a half a yard. Either way, a third and long situation here for Labette County, and not a situation they want to be in here as a team that's not really an air raid football team.
No, but when you watch Chanute's defense, their safeties are probably 8 yards off the line of scrimmage, and so when we put wideouts out, they're one-on-one. There's some plays to be made there, but with this win, maybe backing the coaches off from wanting to make those calls.
As it's 3rd and 9 for Labette County. Here's a handoff to number 16 for the Grizzlies, Trey Vinson once again, as he picks up 9 on the carry. So a 4th and manageable for the Grizzlies, as it's inches to go as the ball's now placed at the Comet 25-yard line. Labette County threatening for the red zone, 3:58 and counting to go here in the first half. Labette County makes personnel changes once again, as Hall comes back out on the field along with Messiah Nolte, as maybe a little play action coming back into effect, as this is exactly where they are at when they scored it last time against these Blue Comets, as it's a split back set with Hall and Searles, and it's a quarterback draw, 2 blockers out in front of Eaton, and he runs right into 3 or 4 white jerseys.
It's going to be real close here, Will.
And it's going to, if he just got to the other side of that 25-yard line, we'll see where the officials elect to spot the ball. They're going to say it's at the 24. So Labette County picks up a first down here following the keeper for Griffin Eaton.
Well, there seems to be a little bit of confusion. Both sides are pointing the other way. Labette County saying it's a first down, and Chanute saying no, that's a turnover on downs here. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm assuming we'll see a measurement here, Will?
Yeah, at this point I wouldn't want to be on the chain gang because they're going to have to run all the way across the football field to bring these guys a change. It's not like we're college. You got 2 sets here. Maybe the other one will beg to come out for you.
Well, it may warm those guys up a little bit. Put them out on the field where they got spotlight on them a little bit here.
As the chain gang makes their way back out on the field, we're going to remind you of the rest of our sponsors for tonight's football game: Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, Community National Bank, Corner Store of Altamont, Thomas Implement of Altamont. As the chain gang has made their way out there, the white hat signals first down for the Grizzlies, as the Grizzlies will make their way back out there. We also want to thank TNT Agronomy, Zach Townsend, Farm Bureau Financial Services in Altamont, Agent Kendall Hall, and MJ's Burger House.
Really, really big for Labette County's offense there when you're looking at 3rd and 10 and get yourself in a 4th and 1 manageable position there and keep this drive alive for him.
Eaton in the shotgun. He's got Searles to his left. There's a snap and a handoff to Searles. Bounces it to the right and stumbles his way down to the 18-yard line. Another good carry for Labette County's running backs and even quarterbacks, as now they're back to 2nd and 5 yards at a time. Labette County's been effective. The O-line's getting to that second level and clearing some spaces.
Yeah, and the running backs are being patient. Like you've said several times, they're patient. They're not just running in blindly. They're patient finding those holes.
Man in motion is Vincent. There's a snap, and they're going to give it to Vincent. He's going to cut it up, and Labette County's had success with this play several times, as Vincent's going to be near a first down. And it's almost like Labette County baits Chanute into that thing. It's going to go out the outside, and then the linemen kick everybody out and allow Vincent to cut it up the field, as he's going to be 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, it looks like they're kicking maybe the defensive end out, and I'm assuming they've worked on that in practice a little bit, because Trey is definitely reading that man on the end.
As it is 3rd and inches for Labette County. Searles to the right of Eaton. Man in motion is Vincent. They're going to give it to him again. He's going to cut it up and have success, as he's going to be well past the first down. It's just a matter of how far as he's inching near the 10-yard line. Looks about the 13s where he's going to be down. Gain of 2 on the carry prevents on yet another jet sweep action.
Not a lot of space, but just enough. When you're looking for 1 and you can get 3, you'll take that every time.
As 2:06 remains here in the first half, Labette County leading this football game 6-0 as they continue just to put the ball on the ground. Only 1, maybe 2 pass plays in this entire game, both completed for the Grizzlies. As there's a snap, Eaton's going to hand it off this time to Hall as Hall looks to pick up a couple yards before he has a man jump on his back. As it looks like maybe he just got to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard. We'll see where they spot is. It looks like about the 12-yard line. So if anything, a gain of 1 as they're inching towards the south end zone, the other side of the football field away from us, so it's kind of hard to tell where they're at.
Yeah, it looks like they could be setting them up for play action. That Hall had nowhere to run on that one.
As it's a pistol set now, Hall's going to be 2 yards behind Griffin Eaton. 1:20 to go here in this first half. There's a snap and another handoff to Hall. He's met at the line of scrimmage, breaks a couple tackles, and keeps his legs turning as he picks up a couple yards here. So a second down to a third and about 8 for Labette County's offense as they're in the red zone. They can't get a first down. It's just a matter of they try to go to the end zone right out of the gate here like we saw last time.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting play call. Your 3rd and 8, you can either look at this as an opportunity to try to get in the end zone, or do you have 2 plays to get the first down?
Eaton goes to the shotgun set. We're under 1 minute to go here as there's a snap. He's looking to the right side and an interception thrown by Griffin Eaton, and not what you want to see when you're inside the red zone. It's thrown right to the white jersey as they're going to have the Comets pinned deep back at about the 2, maybe the 1 yard line.
Looks like maybe the 1 yard line.
And so if you're going to throw an interception, at least you pin them back and let the defense go try and get a safety.
Yeah, you hope they can make a play here. I'm going to guess we're going to see Allman in the backfield. But Griff looked like he just led the receiver. I think Trey was the receiver out there. Just led him just a little bit too much, and the cornerback read the play.
As it's going to be 38 seconds remaining here in the first half. As it looks like Schnute may be going into victory formation. Under center they go, and there is a handoff as the running back has absolutely nowhere to go as he's about down to the 1 yard line. Timeout, Labette County. Labette County's going to make them have to crawl out of this hole here as it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Comets. While they talk about it, let's take 30 seconds on KLKC.
When Derek was in 6th grade, he hurt his knee, and it bothered him, but not until really last year after he played in a tournament, and we decided to make him an appointment. He had a torn meniscus.
I was the most impressed how fast Dr. Meister was able to schedule me in and be able to repair my knee as fast as he did. As soon as I got to therapy, I knew it was going to be a quick recovery. After a 30-minute surgery in 5 months, I'm back to 100% playing sports again.
.9 seconds remain here in the first half as Labette County elected to call a timeout, trying to make the Blue Comets make a decision. Labette County comes with the blitz. If they got him, it will be really close to a safety. If you're Blue Comets, you aren't snapping the ball one more time in this half as Labette County is without timeouts. And the ball is literally on the half-yard line.
Yeah, I know they Grizzlies wish they would have had one of those timeouts back. Looked like they had to take one there earlier, and just a little confusion. And if they had one more timeout, I'm not sure they wouldn't have got them tackled in the end zone there.
As that will do it here for the first half in Altamont, Kansas at Lucas Field. It is the Labette County Grizzlies 6, the Chanute Blue Comets 0. Let's take 2-minute timeout here on KLKC, and we'll be back with the halftime show.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you're trying to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke. It's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time. That spells fast. Better call 911. At Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
If you want to help others, then join Labette Community College Dental Assistant Program to place yourself in a field with rewarding income potential, job growth, mobility, and a career that's ever-changing. Start today for an engaging career, which may serve as a starting point to become a hygienist or dentist. Earn a certificate in as little as 9 months or an associate's degree in dental assisting in as little as 2 years. Earn your dental assistant degree for as little as $119 per credit hour. Call today to find out more about this exciting program being offered at the LCC Cherokee Center near Pittsburgh.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital. The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
We will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line.
While we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
A career in healthcare can be very rewarding. Labette Community College students are now more prepared than ever before. LCC physical therapist assistant students learn in a quality training facility.
I'd like to get maximum patient care, so I think I'm going to shoot for in-home health care, so I can have real good one-on-one interaction with the patients. The tuition cost was great per credit hour here.
In as little as 2 years, LCC graduates go on to work in hospitals and clinics, making up to $25 per hour. Call 1-888-LABETTE today.
Just like most of you, this year's been quite different at Wood Dulahary Insurance.
We learned to Zoom.
Daniel, what are you wearing?
Khakis. And we social distance.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options for home, auto, business, and farms. Wood Dulahary Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
Halftime score here in Altamont, Kansas. It is the Labette County Grizzlies 6, the Chanute Blue Comets 0. I welcome in Brian Tucker, who's filling in for the absent Jack Leak Jr. the third, as he calls himself. We got that right finally. But, Brian, it's been a different game. We've seen Labette County throw it 3 times in this ball game, 2 completions and an interception, and it's been different for Labette County. And so it'll be interesting to see what they do here in the second half as Labette County Marching Band makes their way out onto the football field. We've got 12 minutes to go here, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we're going to break down the first half and get ready to go with the second half. And so don't go anywhere. 3-minute timeout right here on KLKC 106.7 FM. halftime score here in Altamont, Kansas at Lucas Field. It is Labette County 6 and the Chanute Blue Comets 0. As Brian, we mentioned before we went to break here for a little while, Labette County has only thrown 3 passes. It's been a rushing attack here for the Grizzlies in the first half, over 79 yards rushing. I'm sure they're over the triple-digit mark by now in this football game. But what do you see right now from this Grizzly offense? It's almost as once they get into Chanute territory, it becomes stagnant.
Yeah, a little bit, and I think that's Chanute making their adjustments. When the field is shrinking down, those lanes are not quite as available. I think I said it in the first half there earlier. I would look to see the Grizzlies do some play action in the second half. There's been several times where, like we said, the Chanute defense has been plug in the middle, and their safeties are 8 yards off the field or off the line of scrimmage, and there's not a lot of room in the middle to go. That's maybe why some of those jet sweeps have been successful. But I would think we would try to open them up a little bit, and unfortunately that's what it kind of looked like they were trying to do there late in the half, and throw a touchdown pass there late. But it was one-on-one out on the outside. If it's an accurate throw, maybe Trey has a chance to catch that and get in the end zone there.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see Labette County without 5 players here this evening because of COVID quarantine. Those 5 being Trey Vincent's actually here, but they're without Derek Jones, starting wide receiver, Noah Yeoman, starting wide receiver, starting safety, Trent Brock, starting linebacker and tight end, Andrew Jamison, and then starting corner, Evan Flatt. And so a lot missing here tonight for Labette County. 5 seniors, 5 big players for these Grizzlies. And so as we see the dance team now out on here, as they're missing dancers, Labette County has 2 positive cases for COVID. And now we're seeing the quarantines come into place. First time Labette County's had this happen. And so doing well through 8 weeks. Labette County's still up here on the scoreboard. As Brian, I don't know if you know this, I was looking at scores here earlier today, getting ready for tonight. And Labette County, out of 7 football games already this year, in 4 of them, they've scored a max of 12 points.
Yeah.
And right now we're on pace to score 12 already tonight again.
Yeah, and maybe some of that is the conditions tonight, and maybe being a little bit conservative with the wind tonight. But you can't forget, we were within in the red zone, looking to put maybe the 12th point on the board in that first half. But yeah, offense has been hard to come by. Even if you're moving the ball, it's a different thing to get it in the end zone and get points on the board. But if you're the Grizzlies with everything you're dealing with this week, and I know Chanute is dealing with their share of things too. But I think Coach Price would take a 6-0 lead at halftime if you'd asked him before the game.
Yeah, 6-0 lead going in right now as we're 6-12 away, or pretty much 9 minutes away from the start of the second half. And a lot of things rest on tonight, as Labette County will have playoff football next week. Regular season will be wrapped up. Now we get to find out tomorrow where we'll be traveling. And there's a lot of different scenarios. I know one scenario Labette County does not want to see is going to Bishop Miege, as that's been the powerhouse, been the team that they've seen for the last 4 seasons. Everybody's familiar with them now in this area after never hearing about them. As Labette County, that is the worst-case scenario. I mean, there is a scenario that plays out to where Labette County either hosts Bishop Miege or plays Bishop Miege in Kansas City. And so, but I went through and I was looking at these today. Right now at the season ended, this game did not matter. Labette County would travel to Tonganoxie next week. Now, if Labette County can get out of here tonight with a win, they have 3 teams. They're in a 3-way tie right now with Eudora, Atchison themselves at 2-5. Point differential is less than 2. And so tonight, Labette County's defense got to continue to pitch a shutout. Labette County's offense has got to go put another 18 or another 6-12 on the board to make themselves feel comfortable. If that happens, Labette County could eventually, depending on where everybody falls, Labette County could jump up to that 8 spot, maybe into that to where they could host next week. Again, that's very unlikely. But the bad thing is when you look at the potential matchups for Labette County, you could see Lenexa St. James Academy, another Kansas City school. You could see Bishop Miege. Another scenario, let's say Labette County loses this game here tonight. Chanute comes out and takes the lead and wins, and Bonner Springs wins tonight. Labette County can go play a favorable first-round matchup against the Fort Scott Tigers.
Yeah,
And
that would be a opponent that you've already seen. Your coaching staff would be familiar with those guys, and definitely not afraid to play those guys again.
And so a lot of different scenarios shake out. Nothing will be known until tomorrow, as Labette County will wait to see. However, even late tonight, everything will shake out. We'll see when final scores are posted and the scores are shared as well. So Labette County on the waiting seat for next week, and hopefully not playing, as Coach Price calls them, the daddy to the north, as he's not really fond of the guys to the north.
Yeah, he's seen those guys a little too often, when it comes to postseason. And ironically, there would be a scenario where that's a possibility, but we'll hope that doesn't happen. At least in week one. If you have to play them, at least not be in week one of the postseason.
Let it be at least an enjoyable start somehow.
That's right.
As Labette County's getting ready for the second half, 3:32 remains here at halftime. Labette County leading 6-0. When we come back, we'll break down what the defense has been up to, trying and slowing down this running attack of these Blue Comets. So let's take a 60-second timeout here on KLKC. As Labette County makes their way back out on the football field along with the Schnute Blue Comets, as there's 1:38 to go here, plus the additional 2 minutes they'll get added for warm-ups till we start the second half. Brian, we're going to talk a little bit about the defensive side now. We talked about the offense being run heavy tonight, only 3 passes the entire game, 1 a 26-yard touchdown completion to Messiah Nolte. And so Labette County now on the defensive side forced 2 turnovers already tonight on the defensive side, both fumbles.
Yeah, they've been they've been opportunistic. You would say, one of those was a missed handoff between the running back and the quarterback. The other one was one that was forced, a strip, and so you're winning the turnover battle.
You talk about turnovers. Coach Arbright continues to get this defense. He's got nine sophomores on the field. It doesn't matter. Those 9 sophomores are going out there competing. Robert Tobel having a big game tonight for Labette County, forcing 2 fumbles already tonight. Cade Cronut stepping up. Cody Hamilton stepping up. Secondary stepping up. And so it's been interesting to see how they've made the adjustments on the defense as Coach Arbright just continues, as this defense hasn't really given up more than 14 points a game if you take out Winfield when everything just flat blew up, or no, El Dorado when everything, running defense, we were without Andrew James in the middle, you're without Trent Brock, and they've made adjustments because those are 2 guys that aren't in playing tonight.
Yeah, and so those young guys are stepping up, filling in, and doing their job. And, we can see it, and we've said it a couple times, that Chanute's offense is just centered around Allman, and he's a good football player, and it's going to be key for the Grizzlies the second half to know where he's at on the football field, because that's who they're looking to make their plays.
Allman, the key factor for the Blue Comets as the running game goes through him, and Labette County has to continue to push to stop the running attack. And Labette County will continue to fight, and we'll see what happens as we're 2:45 to go here till the start of the second half. We're going to pause for one final 60-second timeout here on KLKC. Labette County getting set here for the second half action. As no scores, Brian and I were just talking about, Brian, there's no scores being posted for the game we want to watch or keep posted on as we're looking for a score from the Fort Scott Coffeyville game. So if anybody's listening out there and actually does have that score, go ahead and send it to us, as we want to be able to keep everybody posted, as it is one to highlight as the winner. If Coffeyville is to come out as a winner in that football game, it would allow Labette County at least a share of an SEK title. As the last update we have was 8-0 59 minutes ago with 9:56 to go in the first quarter. So that's a big one to keep eyes on, as that means Labette County's watching for a title opportunity. As Chanute gets set to receive a football, Brian, any final comments before we get ready to roll here in the second half?
Just kind of the things we've talked about before. I think Almond is going to be the key to their offense, and so one of the keys for us to maintain this lead is going to be, don't turn the ball over and be able to get Almond on the ground.
As Chanute gets set up to receive, it's Harrison Hall to kick it away. We'll see if Labette County elects to go with the onside to start this second half, as they've been known for those surprises, as there's a little pooch kick out to the 28, nearly recovered it, is the Labette County end, as it is Andon Searles who comes flying down. Ball rolls out at the 34-yard line as the flag comes out for a kick out of bounds. Labette County not going to allow Chanute to get a big play off of a return, which, as that's been a way for them to score their points this season.
Yeah, and we're kicking into the wind, so they were gonna have a good chance to set up a good return there. And not have the length of the field to go with it.
As score in the third quarter of the Fort Scott Coffeyville game, it is still 8-0, so Coffeyville's still right there on the verge of trying to hang in there to pull off an upset up in Fort Scott, Kansas tonight, so we'll continue to cheer on the Phil Kinley Golden Tornado. First possession, Seamster dropping back, looking to pass. He's under pressure. Noah Grady has some hands on. He's waiting for some help, and here comes Mitchell House to help finish him off. Great coverage down the field from the Labette County secondary, as all five guys took care of their men, and it's a loss of 10 on the quarterback sack by Grady and House.
Yeah, kudos to the corners and safeties. By not getting fooled, assuming that the run was coming, Chanute was going to come out and try to use the wind early and try to establish some momentum, and Labette County was ready for it.
As it's shotgun set once again for these Blue Comets, Seamster behind the sticks here, 2nd and 20, and he's going to hand it off to his running back, number 21, Ty Leedy, as he looks to pick up about 3 on the carry before being taken down by Andon Searles for the Grizzlies. So a long third down here for these Blue Comets. Grizzly defense looking to get off the field here early in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's what we wanted to see, our defense, be ready to make some plays here. It's still about time of possession, and the longer we can have the football, the better that is for the Grizzlies.
As it's going to be 4 wide receivers out for the Blue Comets. Man in motion is going to be Chard. Missed snap by Seamster as he just trying to throw it away. And a near interception as Andon Searles nearly came up with that one as he read it perfectly on the throwaway, laid out for it, and didn't get it quite caught as now Seamster gets up, hobbling off the field as he got taken down on the play by Mitchell House. And a long 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for these Blue Comets looking to flip the field position on the Grizzlies.
Yeah, great effort there by Andon, almost coming up with a big play.
And we talk about the win. Labette County's return men back to their own 30 as there's a low punt. Didn't get as much leg on as he would have liked. Avoids the ball are the Grizzlies as it looks like it's going to get down to the 36-yard line where the Grizzlies will set up shop, 1st down and 10 on their first possession here of the second half.
And we'll definitely take that field position. With the win, that could have been a lot stronger of a punt. I don't know if he just missed it a little bit, but I was expecting, as were the Grizzlies returners. They were about 10 more yards down the field waiting on that.
As the wind is still howling out of the north. And Labette County is going to trot out on the field, working against the wind here in the third quarter. They'll have it at their backs in the fourth, which may prove to be a bigger factor than what we realize is Labette County still only leading this ball game by 6 here in the second half. A handoff up the middle to Harrison Hall as he fights to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he might gain 1 on the carry. And it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Grizzlies after the first play on a handoff to Harrison Hall. As he remains in the football game, back there with him is Andon Searles. Griffin Eaton looking over for the play call as the offensive coordinator, Brock Wolf, is signaling in the plays alongside Coach Price.
Yeah, and again, I've said it before, their safeties, there's nobody deeper than maybe even 6 yards off the line of scrimmage right now. They're trying to pack it in.
Crowding the line, man open in the middle. It is the tight end, and their miscommunication. He throws it to the wrong side. And if he would have caught it, the tight end would have been gone as they're looking once again for Messiah Nolte, the transfer from Houston, Texas, as he just moved into the area this last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, as he is on the football field here tonight for these Grizzlies, filling in for Andrew Jamison.
Yeah, and you can just tell he was wide open running down the middle of the field because they're going to take away the run. And throwing into the wind, that's not an easy pass to make.
Eaton looking over for the play call. He's got Searles in the backfield with him. Labette County's going to split out 4 wide receivers. They've got Vincent and Peak over to the far side of the football field. We'll see if they decide to air it out. They're dropping back looking, and they're looking for a quick hitch route to Cooper Peak as he gets out of bounds near midfield. He looks to be about the 43-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and manageable here for the Grizzlies, but the punting unit's going to come on as Hall's going to have to punt it away against the wind, as the ball's going to be placed at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and I don't blame him there. It's maybe a little early to think about going for 4th downs, even though you're punting into the wind here.
Hall back deep, ready to punt it away. Waiting the snap, and there it is. He'll step into it, a low line drive punt. You just see the wind play with that football, as it's going to be about a 20-yard punt. It's going to be down to about the 39.5-yard line, picked up by Trey Vinson. And it's going to be 1st down, Blue Comets. While they get set, let's pause for station identification here on KLKC. .909 to go here, just 3 minutes into the second half, and it's Labette County 6, Blue Comets 0, as the Blue Comets come out for their second possession on offense as Almond and Seamster, as Almond's going to come out now and split out. Seamster is in at the quarterback position, as we'll see if the Blue Comets are going to air it out here in this third quarter with the wind at their back. Almond in motion, a low snap. Seamster's going to keep it as he's being pursued by Tobel and Kohler. John Kohler comes up and makes a nice tackle for Labette County, as it looks like John Kohler's down on the football field, slow to get up as the officials tapping him on the back. as it looks like maybe he just came down a little awkwardly there, as it's only a gain of 2 for Seamster and the Blue Comet offense.
Great effort by John. If he doesn't come up and fill that that quickly, that could have been a first down run.
2nd and 8 for the Blue Comets. Shotgun set here with Seamster in at the quarterback position. 3 wide receivers to the near side, Solo to the left, as there's a snap and a quarterback keeper as Seamster is going to try to bounce to the outside. He's being held on. Really, really strong hold there by number 87, Noah Grady, as he wasn't able ever to get his arms around him, but he held onto the jersey for dear life, as it's now going to be 3rd and a long 2 for the Blue Comets.
Yeah, Robert Tobel was a little upset. He thought he should have been able to make that play in the backfield and just missed the quarterback.
Comets come to the line, 3rd and 2 to go here as the ball's placed at the 47-yard line. Seamster still in at quarterback as he's got Leedy to his left. 2 wide receivers to both sides. There's a snap and a handoff up the middle. Running back breaks it loose as it's Leedy. He's off to the end zone. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. One last grasp for the Grizzlies, and it's a touchdown, Blue Comets, as they will get on the scoreboard here early in the second half with a long run from 53 yards out, as it was just a straight halfback dive for the Blue Comets, and they found a seam and broke it loose against this Grizzly defense, as they'll now tee it up for the extra point.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment that it was kind of interesting that they had 4 wide outs and Allman wasn't in the backfield. I think that was their plan, stretch our defense out and try to open up the middle.
As there's a flag on the play, I'm not sure what it is, but number 10, Tyson Lucas, drills that ball through the end zone all the way back past the track, as he got some leg behind it. As it's going to be a penalty against the Grizzlies for offsides, trying to jump the snap count. Penalty is declined. So here at the 7:35 mark in the third quarter, it is the Blue Comets 7, the Grizzlies 6. Let's take 30 seconds here on KLKC.
Couldn't work as long as I wanted to, I'm getting older and my knee would start hurting and I'd have to quit. It wouldn't hurt much if you didn't do anything, but I don't want to not do anything. So I went to see Dr. Mosier and determined we needed to do a knee replacement. They work like a well-oiled machine. All you have to do is be there and do what they say and everything goes great. Simple as falling off a rock. It was just 10 weeks ago that I had my surgery, and this morning I rode 3 miles on my bicycle and it felt real good.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
Grizzlies trailing the Chanute Blue Comets 7-6 as the Comets just broke a 53-yard touchdown run by Ty Leedy, as now Chanute set to kick it away. Last time we saw this kicker tee the ball up, Brian, he booted it straight through the end zone, and he's back in the same similar situation with the wind at his back.
Yeah, I'm expecting that to go through the end zone again.
As it's a low squib kick, they want to see Labette County turn it, as it's a heck of a squib kick, as it goes all the way down inside the 4-yard line before Searles can corral it. So he's looking for some blockers, and nobody there for Searles to use to stop the white jerseys from coming. And it's going to be terrible starting field position for these Grizzlies, as the ball's going to be spotted at their own 4-yard line.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate. It looked like it skipped through Andon's legs and ended up in disaster for the Grizzlies. Not where they wanted to start this drive after giving up a touchdown to Chanute.
As it's 7:26 to go here in the third quarter, as there's a snap and a handoff to the right side to Trey Vincent, nowhere to go, as it looks like he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe they give him 1 yard on the handoff. So 2nd and 9 now for these Grizzlies as they're out to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it's tough calling plays when you're backed up this deep.
As Eaton's back in the shotgun, he's going to have Searles to his left. 3 wide receivers out for him on this play, as we'll see what the Grizzlies like to do. It's a quarterback keeper, and the Blue Comets just come flying right through, and Leedy slams down Griffin Eaton, and Eaton fumbles the football, and the Blue Comets pick it up in the end zone. I'm not too sure. I'm not going to say it wasn't, but because it happened so quick. But I almost would have thought the ground caused that fumble.
Yeah, we don't have a real good view of that. It is on the far side of the field from us, but it did look like as he was hitting the ground, that's when the ball shot out of there. Unfortunately, we don't have anybody to review that, and so it's going to stand as a Blue Comet touchdown here.
Blue Comets have scored now 14, or going to be 13, I hope. Hopefully not 14, as he drills this one through once again. The kicker, number 10, Tyson Lucas, kicks another one through the uprights. And just like that, the Blue Comets have scored 14 unanswered in less than a minute here in this third quarter, as the score is now 14-6 at Lucas Field. Grizzlies trying to find an answer. Let's take 30 seconds here on KLKC.
When Derek was in 6th grade, he hurt his knee, and it bothered him, but not until really last year after he played in a tournament, and we decided to make him an appointment. He had a torn meniscus.
I was the most impressed how fast Dr. Meister was able to schedule me in and be able to repair my knee as fast as he did. As soon as I got to therapy, I knew it was going to be a quick recovery. After a 30-minute surgery in 5 months, I'm back to 100% playing sports again.
If you want to help others, then join Labette Community College Dental Assistant Program to place yourself in a field with rewarding income potential, job growth, mobility, and a career that's ever-changing. Start today for an engaging career, which may serve as a starting point to become a hygienist or dentist. Earn a certificate in as little as 9 months or an associate's degree in dental assisting in as little as 2 years. Earn your dental assistant degree for as little as $119 per credit hour. Call today to find out more about this exciting program being offered at the LCC Cherokee Center near Pittsburgh.
Trying to find an answer, is now Schnute's going to have somebody hold the football for the kicker, as it's going to be Lucas set to kick it off once again. This time he gets into it. It's got Searles backing up all the way to the 2-yard lines where he's going to take it from. He's looking to get to the right side. And the Blue Comets, another fumble by Labette County as a hit on Searles. The ball is out, and now it is a touchdown for the Blue Comets, and a late flag, as it looks like Harrison Hall came in with a horse collar tackle, and Labette County, it's almost to that point now where you're killing yourself. The bleeding's got to stop at some point, but now they're in the hole 20-6 already.
Well, let's see what the penalty flags are. There's still an official where Andon fumbled the football, and I'm not sure why he's marking that spot,
as there is an official timeout on the football field, as maybe they're going to swing it in Labette County favor and say he was down.
I don't know. There's definitely a conference out there, but I'm not sure what they're really talking about actually, and what that will do with the penalty flag that came in at the end of the play.
Because if you're thinking at this moment, if they're going to call this one as not a fumble, the one before that definitely was not. I mean, it was one of those where you would have thought that the one where Eaton fumbled, definitely he was down. As it looks like they're going to rule it as not a fumble. They're going to say Searles was down before the ball came out. And it doesn't look like the Blue Comet coaching staff is very pleased with the call on the field.
No, and it looks like that erased the penalty flag that came in late because the play was already over.
As the officials step in, the far line judge steps in and separates the head coach from the white hat and gets him back onto the sideline, as I'm sure the officials are going to hear about it for the rest of this football game, if I was to guess. As now it's 14-6, Labette County with some life. They are not down 20-6 now. There's 6:29 to go here in the third quarter. Eaton back in the shotgun. He's got Searles to his right. There's a handoff, a little trap play to the left, and the Blue Comets sitting right there on it. Nowhere to go for Searles, as we begin to hear the Blue Comet faithful crowd over there on the far sideline starting to pick up the noise a little bit, smelling blood here at Lucas Field. Labette County's got to do something positive to shut down this Blue Comet momentum.
Yeah, we need to put a drive together. Whether that results in points or not, we've got to they've got momentum on their side, Will, and they definitely need to possess the ball and gain some field position here just to take that away from Chanute.
As it's going to be shotgun set for Labette County. It's a fake handoff. They're looking over the middle for Noah Grady as the safety came in and broke up the play as they were looking for – is it Noah Grady? Number 87, Noah Grady is who the target was. Number 16 for the Blue Comets, Blake Atwood broke it up as he came in right on time with the football. 3rd down and 10 for these Grizzlies, as that's only the fifth passing attempt in this ball game.
Yeah, and I think the coaching staff is realizing that they're definitely stacking the box, and they're going to make it hard for the Grizzlies to run the football. So it'll be interesting to see with play calls here going into the wind in this third quarter.
As there is a handoff to the left side, it's Searles. Searles is fighting for every yard he can get as he's out to the 25-yard line. About 5 yards on the carry. It's going to be 4th and 5, and here comes Hall and the punting unit as Labette County is trailing in this football game 14-6 after 14 unanswered for the Comets as Hall is on to punt. Wind blowing in strongly from the north as we'll see how much Hall can get on this one as there's a snap and a quick punt as the Comets were coming as it's going to take a Comet bounce and be downed at the 46-yard line. It's where the Comets will set up shop on their next possession here in the third quarter. 4:58 to go, and it is Comets 14, Grizzlies 6. Let's take a 30-second timeout on KLKC.
A career in healthcare can be very rewarding. Labette Community College students are now more prepared than ever before. LCC physical therapist assistant students learn in a quality training facility.
I'd like to get maximum patient care, so I think I'm going to shoot for in-home health care so I can have real good one-on-one interaction with the patients. The tuition cost was great per credit hour here.
In as little as 2 years, LCC graduates go on to work in hospitals and clinics, making up to $25 per hour. Call 1-888-LABETTE today.
Riker Donovan on the carry for the Blue Comets. A hard-fought yard on the carry as the ball is placed at the 46.5-yard line here, 45.5-yard line. As it's 2nd down and 8, they're going to say about 2 yards on the carry, and it's going to be 2nd down and 8. Here's a snap and a handoff, quarterback option as they flip it out to Donovan. Donovan just lowers his shoulder and goes right into the chest of Hunter Shaplowski, and it looks like the Grizzlies are going to stand him up about the 40-yard line. 3rd down, and it's a big one, it feels like right now, Brian. If they convert this, the momentum continues to roll in Chanute's favor. One more score in this game might be out of reach.
Well, and they've got the short field here from trying to punt into the wind, starting on their side of the field to begin with. This is a big stand for the Grizzlies defense.
As it is 14-6, 3:48 to go here in this third quarter. Man in motion, quarterback slant pattern out to Allman, thrown behind the intended receiver, Garrett Allman, and it's 4th and 4 for the Blue Comets, and a big stop for the Grizzlies, almost a give-me from the Blue Comets on that play.
Yeah, and an interesting play here. It looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field. You know, I know they've got momentum, but if you can play field position and back the Grizzlies up, it'd be awful tempting if I was a Chanute coach.
As it's 4th and 4, Seamster has a man in motion as they look to go for a hard count. Looks like they may decide to call a timeout. Play clock down to 5. As it may be a pooch kick, actually. And here it is. It's a quick rugby-style pooch kick. And a good punt from Seamster as it's going to help Labette County out and get into the end zone very close to dying out. But that was a good spiral kick for a quarterback, not expecting much out of him.
And it was a good play call because we didn't have anybody back to catch that. So there was the opportunity to pin us deep. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, it did roll into the end zone.
3:28 to go here in the third quarter. Labette County trailing the Blue Comets now 14-6 with 3:28 to go in the third quarter. Labette County having to work against the wind. this whole quarter, so they'll have the fourth quarter with the wind behind them, as they're going to have to do something to put another 6 on the board and hopefully a 2-point conversion, and not this one right back up.
Yeah, hopefully we can eat a little bit of this clock and get to that fourth quarter where we can get the wind behind us.
Quick slant pattern out to Isaiah Royer. They were setting up the hitch and ladder as Royer was set to pitch it back to Andon Searles, but right through the hands of Isaiah Royer, and it doesn't work out for Labette County. Now it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he forgot to catch it first. He was anticipating the pitch, and can't do that without the football.
Labette County making some changes on the offensive side. It's going to be a shotgun set for Griffin Eaton and the Grizzlies, as he's got Searles to his left. They fake the pitch. It's going the opposite direction on the quarterback keeper, and Chanute not fooled by it one bit, as there's no gain on the play. Maybe they give him a half a yard. We'll give him a half a yard, as it's going to be a long 3rd down here for the Grizzlies, and a hurt Grizzly on the football field as it's quarterback Griffin Eaton down for Labette County. And not what you want to see for the Grizzlies. A sophomore quarterback Eaton hits the ground, yet you still have a backup quarterback in senior Cooper Peak, as we'll wait to see what the Grizzlies do here as they quickly get Eaton up to his feet. And maybe it's an ankle injury for Eaton, or maybe a cramp.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. He is putting weight on it, which is definitely a good sign. So we'll see how long he's out and see what that affects him the rest of the way here.
As we'll see who Labette County goes to for this next play at the quarterback position, as it is 3rd and 10. As we know, the backup quarterback behind Eaton we would assume would be Cooper Peak. We have seen freshman Kendall Holtzman at quarterback this season, as we'll see who Labette County elects to go to.
Cooper running out on the field.
As it looks like Cooper is coming back to the quarterback position following the Eaton injuries. I don't know if it would have been an ankle for Eaton or what exactly happened, but we'll see what Cooper does here for the offense, as they're one man short and another guy coming out onto the field here, as there's 2:58 to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 10 for Labette County. Play clock down to 10 seconds. As a man in motion is Searles. There's a snap and a quick pass out to number 16, Trey Vincent. Vincent trying to get up the sideline before he is pushed out of bounds, and it looks like he picks up about 3 or 4 on the reception. As the punting unit comes out onto the field, they're going to say only 2. It's so deceiving from the side, Brian. This is what we see. You were talking about how the view is from looking down the side.
Yeah, and you don't know where he catches it, how far behind the line of scrimmage he actually was when he made that catch.
As it's going to be 4th down and 8, Hall on to punt for the Grizzlies. As there it is, and it's a low one. It's coming out to the side. Not a very good punt, but about as best as you can do when you're punting into a stiff breeze like he is, as the football goes out at the 42-yard line, where the Blue Comets will set up shop here at the 2:31 mark in the 3rd quarter. It is the Blue Comets 14, the Grizzlies 6, 30 seconds here on KLKC.
Couldn't work as long as I wanted to, you know. I'm getting older and my knee would start hurting and I'd have to quit. It wouldn't hurt much if he didn't do anything, but I don't want to not do anything. So I went to see Dr. Mosier and determined we needed to do a knee replacement. They work like a well-oiled machine. All you have to do is be there and do what they say and everything goes great. Simple as falling off a rock. It was just 10 weeks ago that I had my surgery, and this morning I rode 3 miles on my bicycle and it felt real good.
A snap and a handoff up the middle to number 5, Garrett Almond of the Blue Comets. He is taken down immediately by Robert Tobel and number 31, Cody Hamilton, in on the tackle for the Grizzlies, as there's no gain on the play. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Comets. Ball's at the Grizzly 42-yard line. Another time for the defense to step up and help this Grizzly offense and get them some decent field position headed in to the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that was a good stop on 1st down. At least gives us a chance to stay behind the downs.
As there's a snap dropping back to Seamster looking to pass, and the intended receiver on the play is number 16, Blake Atwood, as it hits the ground. Low throw from Seamster, and it's going to be a long third down for the Blue Comets, and that's exactly what the Grizzlies wanted to put the Comets in right here.
Yeah, now you want to stay assignment sound. They do have the wind still behind their backs, so I would look for another pass play here, and the Blue Comets try to take advantage of this opportunity with only under 2 minutes left in the third quarter with the wind behind their backs.
Seamster back in at quarterback once again in the shotgun set. He's got Ty Leedy to his right. Ty Leedy broke a 52-yard touchdown run earlier this evening, and it's a quarterback keeper for Seamster. Breaks a tackle, makes a man miss, getting close to that first down, as it looks like he's going to get enough for the first down off the tough run. Just continuing to make guys miss. Gets out or down to the Grizzly 29-yard line. Enough for the first down, and the Grizzlies having to try and put the Comets behind the sticks once again, as the Comets down on the field needs stretched out for some cramps, as that is going to be Seamster down on the deck. While they stretch him out, let's take a 30-second break here on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you, we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
While we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
As they're still tending to the Chinook Blue Comet down on the field here, trying to stretch out the cramps to where they can get him to the sidelines. So while we have a moment, we're going to continue. We're going to thank our sponsors one more time for this ball game, as Seamster has made his way up onto his feet, walking very gingerly on that right leg, as you just see his calf muscle all cramped up. But we want to thank Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Labette Health, Labette Bank, Woodworth Community Services, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, Nodine Legal, Tank Connections, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, and Community National Bank. So Almond will resume the quarterback positions here on 1st and 10, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Labette County read it perfectly. They know exactly what's going to happen when Almond's in the football game, as that is number 33, Cade Crenut, I believe, in on the tackle for the Grizzlies, as it is Cade indeed, making a big play to put the Blue Comets behind the chains.
Yeah, very, very good play, because it looked like if he doesn't make that, he's got the edge, and he had some room to run. So real nice play by Cade.
As the Blue Comets will come to the line facing a 2nd and about 13 here, as we're under 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter. There's a snap. Allman's going to drop back and look to pass. It took forever to get there, as there wasn't much behind it, but they looked for a quick slant pattern out to the intended receiver, Dagan Dean, as he's hit immediately by Trey Vinson before he can haul it in. 3rd down and 13 here for the Blue Comets.
Yeah, again, another chance for the Grizzly defense to get a stop. They may be in 4-down territory if you're the Blue Comets coaching staff, but definitely want to make a nice play here and challenge those guys on 4th down.
So a long 3rd down for the Blue Comets. Clock is stopped at the 47.4-second mark, as it's going to be Seamster back in at quarterback for the Blue Comets, dropping back, looking to pass. He's going to have to scramble with it. Labette County pressure is coming, and it is Mitchell House finishing off the quarterback, Seamster, in the backfield, as they take him down at the 40-yard line. Another loss on the play, and it's going to be a long 4th down here for the Blue Comets, as I assume they'll elect not to run a play here to conclude the third quarter, as they'll make a decision on 4th and 20.
They may, with the wind, they may hurry and try to kick it here take advantage of the win one more time to pin the Grizzlies deep.
As there's 10 seconds on the clock. It's going to be really close anyways as they're about right in sync. A low
Bad
snap,
snap,
and the kicker is down, and that is to the Labette County benefit as it's going to give the Grizzlies excellent field position starting or closing out this third quarter as they're going to have the ball inside Blue Comet territory at the 47-yard line, first down and 10.
Yeah, you wonder if them trying to hurry and get that punt off before the end of the third quarter, the center rushed that and just two-hopped it to the punter, and he went to a knee to pick it up. So big break for the Grizzlies there.
As it's going to be first down and 10, 3.4 seconds remain here in this third quarter. So one final play for the Grizzlies as we see Griffin Eaton trot back out onto the field. Looked to be probably just a cramp injury or maybe a guy's ankle rolled up on. Either way, he looks okay here on this next drive. As it's going to be first down and 10, Eaton in the shotgun. There's a snap, fakes the handoff to Hall. He's going to keep it as Eaton tries to bounce to the outside, gets a face mask, and there comes the flag as they got a hold of Griffin Eaton's face mask when he tried to get to the outside. As that'll conclude the third quarter following the assessed penalty, as we'll wait to see and confirm that. But I'm pretty sure I saw Eaton's head get turned to the right.
Well, I'm pretty sure that means Griffin's healthy. Who would have thought he would have got the first carry when he come back into the game?
Yeah, that is a true thing. You would have figured if he wasn't too healthy, you probably ain't going to run it.
Yeah.
But he's still feeling pretty good. As there is a face mask against the Blue Comets, as it will replay first down. As they didn't really spot it off. I'm really confused by that placement, as it looks like he moved it 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know how a face mask is only worth 3 yards. I know there's different rules for different levels, but I believe a face mask is worth a little bit more than that.
As the officials sort it out, let's take a 60-second timeout into the third quarter. It is the Blue Comets 14, the Labette County Grizzlies 6.
Just like most of you, this year's been quite different at Wood Doolahary Insurance.
We learned to Zoom.
Daniel, what are you wearing?
Khakis. And we social distance.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options for home, auto, business, and farms. Wood Doolahary Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
First play for the Labette County Grizzlies to start the fourth quarter is a little quarterback rollout as Eaton was looking for his intended man and in Searles. Nothing there as Labette County will now face a second down and 7 here just a few seconds into this fourth quarter. Labette County trailing 14-6, needing to put points on the board desperately. As here's a handoff to Vincent as the Blue Comets are sitting right there on it, and Vincent tries to spin away, nowhere to go, as it looks like he is held up at the 45 once again. And it's going to be third down and 7, so 2 plays that go nowhere for these Grizzlies.
Yeah, we go back to that penalty that we're not sure what really happened. It just gave them a first and down and 7 yards to go when we thought we may have had a 15-yard penalty. So hopefully that doesn't stall our offense out here.
As it's going to be Eaton in the shotgun set. There's a snap. He's looking to the right, has his man, as it is Cooper Peak on the reception. He's going to be really close to the first down.
It's like a yard short, I believe, where they marked him.
As he's out of bounds at the 40, maybe about the 41, knows the ball very close to the 39-yard line, correction, as it's going to be fourth down and short. Looks to be about 1 yard to go here for the Grizzlies.
It's a big down for your offensive line. You know, you need a yard here in a bad way here. We don't want to give the ball back to the Blue Comets.
As Labette County brings in a really big offensive front, they have Searles on the direct snap. He's going to keep it himself, and it looks like he's going to have more than enough to get the first down, so he lines up in the quarterback position. Depending on the spot of the football, it's one line judge looks like he's a little bit further than the other, as we'll see where they put the football down at, but it's going to be really close. The white hat signals first down, and Labette County will get a first down on the keeper for Andon Searles, and Labette County will go back to work here. First down and 10:57 to go in this football game. Labette County trailing 14-6 as the clock begins to run here following the first down. Ball is placed, it is Eaton in the shotgun with Searles to his right. There's a snap and a handoff to Searles as he looks to break through a few Comet tacklers and gets out to the 40 or the 37-yard line. Maybe a gain of 1 on the carry for Searles. The one official doesn't look like he's moving too much. Maybe a half a yard for Searles.
A yard would be generous. But again, Chanute is packing the middle. They're going to make it hard for the Grizzlies to run the football.
As there's a snap, they're looking for Cooper Peak on the quick curl route as Peak takes in the reception and gets it out to the 30-yard line as they continue to march down the field pretty methodically right now. I mean, it's been a small play after small play, and now they're facing a 3rd and 2.
And it looks like that's the second time they've ran that just little short 7-yard run or route with your receiver, pitch and catch, and Chanute's cornerbacks are on an island, and so they're giving the Grizzlies wideouts plenty of space for those.
As it's 10 minutes to go in this football game, man in motion is Vincent, as there's a snap and bad timing as Eaton is sacked in the backfield as Vincent was coming across right when that ball was snapped, and Eaton didn't have an eye on where the football was, as that's a loss of 8 on the snap. As Eaton looked confused as soon as he saw that football coming, there wasn't much else he could do.
Yeah, Trey looked like he might have tried to dodge the football all at the same time. So here we go on 4th down.
4th and 8 here for Labette County as it's Searles to the left of Eaton, dropping back looking. They've got a double move. They have Cooper Peak as Peak in and out of his hands. If he would have held onto it, it would have been a touchdown for Labette County. And that's one that Cooper wishes he had back, as it's one of those that he struggled to haul in this season, as he had a couple last week that he just couldn't hold on to, as that is a turnover on downs for the Grizzly offense and a killer for the Grizzlies, as it's going to be a defensive time to see if they can stop this one and be able to get the offense another chance to go in and tie this one up.
Yeah, nobody feels worse than Cooper on that, but I'm happy to see some guys going and picking him up as he comes off the field, because there's still a lot of time left in this football game, and there's still plenty of time for him to make a play.
Comet offense comes back out on the field. It is Seamster in the quarterback position. There's a snap, and he hands it off to Leedy. Leedy looking to go the right side, and Searles and House look to stop him, as it is a gain of about 3 on the carry for Leedy, and it's going to be 2nd down and 7.
Now we'll see what differences the Blue Comets make on offense when they're going into the wind, especially with a lead. Are they going to set on the running game, or are they going to trust their quarterback to throw the football down the field?
I bet we see a little bit more Garrett Allman in the backfield in this 4th quarter.
I think so, and the Grizzlies are going to have to make sure they're sure tacklers. We can't let broken tackles and let a 2-yard gain go to a 5-yard gain.
As Seamster goes back in the shotgun, a low snap, he handles it well and picks it up. Searles gets him around the ankles, as it's about a gain of another 3, so it's going to be 3rd and a long 2 for the Blue Comets, as Seamster's down on the football field once again with another cramp. And if that's the case, Garrett Allman's going to be back at quarterback, and Labette County can sell out on a run.
Yeah, I do remember Allman making one pass attempt, and it definitely didn't look as clean as what Seamster has looked throwing the football. But yeah, if you're the Grizzlies, you're gonna make Allman beat you with his arm and not his legs.
As they continue to stretch out Seamster on the football field, looks like he's going to make his way to his feet while they continue to stretch him out. We'll wrap up our ads for tonight, and it is going to be USD 506, Community National Bank, Corner Store of Altamont, Thomas Implement of Altamont, T&T Agronomy, Zach Townsend, MJ's Burger House, and Farm Bureau Financial Services in Altamont. Agent Kendall Hall. As the Blue Comets come back out on the football field, we'll see who's at the quarterback position, as it is going to be Allman, number 5, sliding back in at the quarterback. He started this game. They're running the ball downhill quite a bit as they're facing a 3rd and 3. And if you're Labette County, you got a key on Allman right here. As there is a snap, he pulls it out. He is going to try and roll. He's being pursued by Cade Cornett. He is going to put a ball up in the air. Nobody is there, and the receiver just watched the ball hit off his leg as he was wide open. Dagan Dean, nobody within 10 yards of him, as that is a gift from the Blue Comets, and there is a penalty against the Blue Comets for holding, as it will be 4th down. Labette County, or would be 3rd down, but Labette County elects to decline it and go for 4th.
Yeah, and kind of what we talked about. You make Allman beat you with his arm and not his legs, and he did have an opportunity, but into that wind, you could tell it just wasn't a very good throw. The receiver did have a chance, but it was definitely coming back to the ball.
As Chanute goes to punt, another low snap, and it's going to be a low line drive punt, and bounce off a Comet football player, it looked like, and it's going to be downed at the 32-yard lines where the Grizzlies will set up shop here. Let's pause for station identification here at the 8:01 mark in the 4th quarter. .801 remains here in this 4th quarter as Labette County looking to score it here. His last possession, a ball that went in and out of the hands of Cooper Peak, a near touchdown, as if he would have been able to hold on to it. There was nothing but green grass and an end zone ahead of him. As they'll look to bounce back with the wind at their backs, it's going to be Eaton in the shotgun. He's got Harrison Hall to his right. As there's a snap, fake the handoff, rolling out to his right is Eaton. Puts it on the money as he hits his intended receiver, number 11, Andon Searles. As I don't know if Searles' knees ever truly hit the ground as he tried to sell it off, but either way, he picks up about 10 on the reception. Really close to a 1st down, maybe a yard shy here for the Grizzlies, so 2nd down and 1.
Definitely a good start for the Grizzly offense. Get a chance to move the chains early here.
2nd and 1 for the Grizzlies. Solo receiver on the football field, it's Cooper Peak, as here is the snap to Griffin Eaton. Hands it off to Harrison Hall. Hall's going to look to find a hole. He's going to pick up the 1st down, keep the legs turning as the ball is out to the 42-yard line. 1st down and 10 maybe. We'll see if the officials elect to give it to him. It's going to be really close here as the officials look across the field, and they're going to call a timeout to measure it here, as it's a big measurement for the Grizzlies. Granted, they do have another 2 downs to get it, but you'd prefer just to get it and move on.
Yeah, you'd like to be able to move the chains and get a fresh set of downs and try to keep some momentum going on your side here. This looks to be really close. I'm going to guess that he's got it, but we don't have a perfect angle, but it looks pretty good from here.
As they stretch out the chain, we'll see what the white hat signals, and it is 1st down for the Grizzlies as the ball is placed at the 43-yard line. 1st down and 10. We'll see what Labette County has in store on this next play. I almost wouldn't mind seeing another hitch and go for Cooper Peaks here and see if he gets some redemption to hold on to one.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to change. Chanute's going to put those corners on an island, and I think this is what we talked about early. There's going to be a chance for a receiver to make a play here.
Shotgun set for the Grizzlies. Eaton gets the snap. He's looking, hands it off to Searles as Searles tries the left side, runs hard, and picks up about 4, maybe 3 on the carry. As it looks like it's going to be a short 3 for Searles 2nd and 7, maybe a short 8.
Yeah, they're going to call it 8, but it's in between there.
As the Grizzlies will elect to go back to shotgun once again. Searles to his left. Tight end comes in for the Grizzlies. Messiah Nolte with a touchdown earlier here tonight on his first play from scrimmage for the Grizzlies. And even in his career, as there's a snap, they're looking for Peak on the little comebacker as the ball was thrown wide left of Cooper. Cooper was just barely able to get some fingers on it.
Yeah, that ball was definitely just a little bit high. Not the best ball for Cooper to do much with, even if he was able to make a catch on that. He's not going to be able to run very far.
As the play is being signaled in for Labette County, we'll see what they elect to do here as it's 3rd and 8 for the Grizzlies. Three coaches signaling the plays. Players began to look a little confused there.
Yeah, not sure which coach to look at there.
As it's 3rd down, 6:26 remains here in the fourth quarter. Labette County trailing in this one as they look for Noah Grady over the middle of the football field. 3 guys there as it's 4th down for the Grizzlies. 6:20 to go, trailing 14-6, and they're going to play the field position game and look for the defense to get one more stop.
Yeah, I think there's enough time that's probably the right thing to do. That was a good play call. If Griff puts just a tad more air under that, maybe gives his tight end a chance to go catch that ball, but he was running. He got behind the safeties.
Hall on to punt for Labette County. Wind at his back. There's the snap. He will get into it. A high booming punt from Hall has the man backpedaling as Labette County will look to down it inside the 10 at about the 8-yard lines where it's going to be. A nice punt from Hall to flip the field position against these Blue Comets. So at the 6:10 mark, it is the Blue Comets 14, Labette County 6. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on KLKC.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you're trying to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke. It's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time. That spells fast.
Better call 911.
At Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
Chanute sends a man in motion as it was Allman. They'll fake the handoff to Allman and give it to Leedy up the middle. Looks to be no gain on the play, maybe a half a yard. 2nd down here for the Blue Comets as the clock winds under 6 minutes to go here. Grizzlies trailing 14-6.
Yeah, big opportunity for our defense after that great punt by Harrison Hall. Now we just need the defense to step up here and get a 3 and out, make them punt into this win.
2nd down and 9. It's 14-6, the Blue Comets, as it's 5:31 and rolling. Seamster in the shotgun. He's going to use all that play clock all the way under 5 before he snaps the ball, hands it off to Leedy, and the Grizzlies sniff it out, and right there on it, and then Searles comes up from the linebacking position to record the tackle, as it's going to be 3rd down and 9 now for the Blue Comets. Under 5 minutes we go here, as the Grizzlies could end up with great field position if they can get off the football field here.
Yeah, we want to be sure tacklers this down. They are calling it maybe 3rd and 10 here, but you want to wrap up. Get them on the ground here. Turnover would be great, but you want the tackle, make them punt into this win.
Blue Comets look to spread them out. There's 3 wide receivers to the near side. Seamster in the shotgun. He's dropping back. He is looking to pass on the out route to Leedy, as Leedy's going to get away from the linebacker and break a tackle as he gets all the way out to the 46-yard line before he is taken down by the safety, or by the linebacker, corrections. It looks like a linebacker finally tracked him down from the opposite side. That is Cade Kernut coming across the field to make the tackle at the 45s where they say. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Blue Comets. It's a big play there for the Blue Comets to get out of the red zone.
Yeah, you got to give their coaching staff credit, that was a good play call. They ran the receivers deep and just flared their running back out into the flat, kind of maybe a 4-yard route, but he was one-on-one with a linebacker, and he had the step on him.
Going back into the shotgun, it's Seamster and the Blue Comets. There's a snap fake, the handoff, quarterback keeper up the middle. He runs into his own lineman, and the Grizzlies take advantage of it as they'll get to him and wrap him up and take him down as Seamster gains a 4 on the carry. 2nd down and 6 as Searles once again in on the tackle for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, now if you're a defender, not that you're trying to create the turnover, but if you see that ball, you're trying to get your paws on it, trying to strip that thing while trying to be a sure tackler all in the same time.
2nd down and 6. Seamster using that play clock once again as we approach under 3:30 to go here in this ball game. 14-6 Blue Comets. Ball is at the 49-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Here's the handoff up the middle. Grizzlies sitting right there on it. Robert Tobel, the first man to the running back as the Blue Comets try to push the pile. They'll stand him up at the 49. So no gain on the play, and it is a timeout. Labette County, their first of the half. So 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Comets. We'll take the timeout with them. 30 seconds here on KLKC.
Just like most of you, this year's been quite different at Wood Dooley Insurance.
We learned to Zoom.
Daniel, what are you wearing?
Khakis. And we social distance.
But the one thing that didn't change, our commitment to customer service. We helped file claims when summer thunderstorms brought wind and hail damage, and continued to find customers affordable coverage options for home, auto, business, and farms. Wood Dooley Insurance, a true constant in a year of change.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
3:16 to go here in this football game. Blue Comets facing a 3rd and 6. If they get this first down, Brian, you begin to think, man, it's almost nearing ball game for these Grizzlies. As you're running out of timeouts, and if they're just going to methodically continue to run the football, we know what this Blue Comet running game is capable of.
Yeah, you definitely need to stop here if you're the Grizzlies.
As it is 3rd down, there's a snap. He's rolling out to his right. Is Seamster looking down the field, hits his man as this time number 2, Dagan Dean, hauls it in, and he will have enough for the first down as it's now inside Grizzly territory at the 42. As he was taken out of bounds, so 1st down and 10 for the Blue Comets at the 3:08 mark.
They're trusting their quarterback. You know, they let him roll out and make a decision. If he liked what he saw and he had one-on-one on the outside and the receiver just ran a little comeback route, but kudos to them for trusting their receiver or their quarterback to throw into this win.
As it is 1st down and 10 for the Comets inside Grizzly territory. Grizzlies got to find a way to get him off the field as there's a handoff up the middle to the running back, number 30, Riker Donovan carrying the load. Timeout Labette County immediately at the 2:27 mark. It's a gain of about 6 for the Blue Comets. So 2nd down and 4, Grizzlies use their 2nd timeout of the half. Let's take it with them. 30 seconds right here on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you, we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
If you want to help others, then join Labette Community College Dental Assistant Program to place yourself in a field with rewarding income potential, job growth, mobility, and a career that's ever-changing. Start today for an engaging career, which may serve as a starting point to become a hygienist or dentist. Earn a certificate in as little as 9 months or an associate's degree in dental assisting in as little as 2 years. Earn your dental assistant degree for as little as $119 per credit hour. Call today to find out more about this exciting program being offered at the LCC Cherokee Center near Pittsburgh.
Stop here as it's 2nd down and 5 for the Blue Comets. As they've got 4 wide receivers split out, Seamster in the shotgun. He's going to run a quarterback keep. Labette County right there on it, wraps him up and takes him down. Another immediate timeout by the Grizzlies. So 3rd and 3, another timeout, and it's shaping up to where this could be it right here, Brian.
Yeah, it's definitely a big play, and you're only looking at maybe a 3rd and 3 for the Blue Comets. So, unless they lose some yardage, I wouldn't be shocked to see them try to go for it on a 4th and short, and try to keep the ball in their hands and not give the Grizzlies another chance.
So a 3rd down situation. If you're Coach Argerbright, do you sell out on the run right here?
You got to be careful. Chanut's been willing to let their quarterback make some decisions, and he's made some good decisions, throwing the football as well. So you do have to be careful with that threat. But yeah, you definitely got to attack those running backs and try to wrap up. And I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a little strip action here and try to get that football on the ground either.
So 3rd down and 3. Grizzlies take the football field, trying to come up with a big 3rd down stop against these Blue Comets, as it's split backfield for the Blue Comets, and the shotgun set for, as there's motion.
Yeah, there's
it's going to be a false start. As the running back tried to sell it, I give him that. He did a really good job trying to sell that. Is not a false start, but you should be backing him up 5 yards unless they're going to say it's on the defense. But I can't imagine you call.
No, it looked like a Grizzly did jump, but I thought it was a linebacker, and he was not up to the line of scrimmage. So I don't think they crossed the line of scrimmage. So it should be a false start on the Blue Comets.
As it is a false start against the Blue Comets, as the running back left early, as Donovan was the one to move. So it's more of a manageable 3rd down stop here for the Grizzlies. Still not an easy one. But instead of a 3rd and 3, it's now a 3rd and 8, as the Blue Comets will take a timeout to talk about it. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds on KLKC.
Couldn't work as long as I wanted to, I'm getting older and my knee would start hurting and I'd have to quit. It wouldn't hurt much if you didn't do anything, but I don't want to not do anything. So I went to see Dr. Mosier and determined we needed to do a knee replacement. They work like a well-oiled machine. All you have to do is be there and do what they say and everything goes great. Simple as falling off a rock. It was just 10 weeks ago that I had my surgery, and this morning I rode 3 miles on my bicycle and it felt real good.
Third and 8 now for the Blue Comets, as they took a timeout to see what they wanted to do here, as they're staying in the same formation with Seamster in the shotgun. As there's the snap, it's a low one, it's a reverse, as they've got the right side open. It's up to McCarty to make a play, and he doesn't get him, as they're going to see where they mark him out of bounds at. He's going to be, looks like, enough for the 1st down, as they are close to the 1st down marker. Ball at the 30.5-yard line. They needed the 31, and it's going to be a 1st down Blue Comets, as the Comets come out with some trickery here to pick up a 1st down on a long 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and Russell did a good job. He was on an island one-on-one with a blocker and a runner, and he stretched the play out. He just didn't have enough help coming quick enough behind him.
As that will probably wrap it up here, as the clock winds under 2 minutes, and the Comets will go into victory formation. As the play clock down to 1, they will snap it and take the knee, as that will reset it. Another 40 seconds going to come off, as now
won't have to snap this one till about a minute left,
as the anticipation begins to grow now on who the Grizzlies will face. If nothing's to change, they will travel to Tonganoxie next week. If for some reason Wamego picks up a win tonight, Labette County could end up traveling to Fort Scott, which is a more favorable matchup for the Grizzlies, as it's now 2nd down and 11. 1:10 to go here on the clock. 5 seconds on the play clock. As Seamster waits for it to go all the way down to 1. There's the snap, and he will take the knee, as it looks like he'll have to do it one more time in this one for the Blue Comets to seal up a victory.
Yep, they just fell about a yard short of trying to get that key stop they needed, and couldn't come up with it. But you got to give Grizzlies defense a lot of credit. They were put in some tough spots a lot tonight, and did make some plays, and did get off the field. Just not here at the end of the game when they needed it.
One final knee from the Blue Comets, and that will wrap it up as the Blue Comets are victorious here tonight over the Labette County Grizzlies by a final score of 14-6. As now the Grizzlies will await an opponent next week, as we'll see where they will be traveling. No one knows for sure. You can follow it on Twitter at LC Grizzly Football or Grizzly Nation Radio. We will keep you up to date as we get ready for the post-game show. Let's take a 2-minute timeout here on KLKC 106.7. Final score here from Lucas Field. It is the Chanute Blue Comets 14 and the Labette County Grizzlies 6.